Is this team good enough? Do you have what you need to be successful to get to that next level?
I mean, I can't really answer that. You know, I want to say yes, but we haven't been out of the first round. So if you're going off the last 3 years, the answer is no. But the nice answer would be yes. But honestly speaking, I can't say that we're good enough to be in the finals or Eastern Finals, because the last 3 years we've had the same result. So that's your answer.
So basically, Paolo's making us all know and take notice, not good enough. That's where it stands. Do we like his response to the question?
I like the response to the question. I mean, it's factual, right? If you basing it off of the past 3 years, then no, we're not. But when you think about everything that Orlando has been through this season with injuries, ups and downs, trying to figure it out, getting in the play-in, winning in the play-in games, getting to that AFC, they put a lot of work in to get to that play-in spot. And to be in this position right now and to take the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, 7 games and still wins on their court, to me, they have to build on this. Orlando have to build on this. They got to get back in the offseason, see what we need. What I keep saying we. Sorry about that. What they need, what Orlando need, what pieces they need, who they need to stay, who they need to get rid of, how they mix that up. But you got to build off of what you actually have right now.
What do they need?
Franz
one. I mean, they
need more shooting.
I'm gonna say, I was gonna say that, and I think they need another athletic big as well. But I think they had a lot.
Isaac, what's up with Jonathan Isaac?
Well, he was dressed up like us, but he didn't have a uniform on, so
but
I don't know.
He's there.
He is, but I don't know if he's gonna be there next year.
Okay, next, keep going.
Move on.
I'm expecting Paolo to come back this next season more refined, more focused, mentally ready, and I think he'll be a totally different, a better player next year. But Orlando have to, don't mess this up. Like, you guys have something right now. There was a lot of talk about getting rid of Paolo and what should they do? Can Franz and Paolo?
Rightfully so, because we didn't see this Paolo.
Yeah, but now that you have this, you get a chance to go in the offseason and say, this is what we have. How do we plug and play? Who do we implement into what we're doing and what we're trying to play?
Hey, man, I already told y'all, put a list in front of Paolo. Put a list in front of him and ask him who you think is available for us to get. And if we could get that, do you like this player?
Let me pause you for 2 seconds. Let me pause you for 2 seconds. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Listen,
no.
Hey,
he's 23 years old. He's in his 4th season, and he probably wouldn't know every name on that list.
Look at that list and look at these players on your roster.
Don't tell him to do that.
He's gonna be like, I was playing on Fortnite the other day.
I do hope that he goes into that locker room and he challenges the guys, regardless if they're going to be there.
Nah,
he's like, because
challenge the front office.
Because he's that too. Because if he puts in the work and they put in the work, now you put the pressure on the front office to build and put the pieces around him because of what you've seen in this player.
He's gonna put in the work.
One more question.
What they have on their roster right now, what you see on their bench, they gotta go. I'm sorry. They ain't good enough. They got to go. They need to improve this roster if they want to be a team in the East that's going to compete. Because New York ain't going nowhere, right? Boston is not going nowhere, right?
Detroit ain't going nowhere,
right? So you have to improve this roster. I don't care, man. Improve the roster.
Yeah, to me, it was a stepping stone. Like, it was really a stepping stone for Orlando to really
know what they have.
To get tested, to see what they made of. Franz going down, missing that, Paolo stepping up, and really leading this organization in these 7 games. So, again, be smart, be strategic.
Take your time.
Take your time, because
and pick who you want to play with.
Nobody is saying Orlando is going to win the championship. Nobody expected that, but now we got to beat. This guy is unbelievable. This guy is unbelievable.
Is it time to cut his mic off?
It might be. Y'all, the last question I want to ask before we get off Orlando. Go real quick though. A lot of conversation around Jamal Mosley, and I feel like when we got to the end of the regular season, all they wanted to do was get him out of there. Meanwhile, in the play-in tournament, you know what I mean? He had them step up. Not only that, then they push him to a Game 7. So I just want you guys to be able to air that.
You know why they push him to the Game 7?
Yeah.
Because him and Paolo, right? Whatever everybody says relationship-wise with those two guys, they put that to the side.
Absolutely.
And they got together before this series and said, listen, in order for us to be successful in this series, Paolo, this is what I need you to do. Coach, I need you to do this, Coach. Like, that's the relationship and the conversation that Paolo and Coach Mosley had to have prior to the series.
And continue to have.
And continue to have. You two guys, not go to the front office. You and Jamal go sit down and say, what do you see, Coach, as far as what do we need in order to be successful and getting out the first round next year?
And in all honesty, I mean, we are talking about this, but they lost one of their best players. Franz didn't play the last 3
absolutely.
games.
So, we laugh and joke about it.
Yeah, we laugh and joke about it, but Franz didn't play the last 3 games, so there is a lot to be put on him to beat the number 1 seed, right? So, do they need to improve the roster? Absolutely. It's just a couple pieces here and there, but I think that what they do have in terms of Franz and Paolo, they're good.
And Wendell Carter.
And Wendell Carter.
Absolutely. Build around that, but some of that
Anthony
on the roster.
Okay, GM T-Mac said the rest of them can go.